Okay. All right. Today is a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and you are now watching Unks in the Building. UNCS Unks in the Building. Resident Unk Byron is here in the building with the fantastic Auntie Stacy.
Hello.
So, one thing that's going to change.
Announcements.
One thing that's going to change after this episode. Okay.
Starting with this episode.
Yeah, we should start this episode. Yeah, start this episode. We're moving it from 7 p.m. on Tuesdays to be Wednesday morning.
Yep.
Wednesday morning, I'll put them in because.
What time? Around what time?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far yet. I don't know. So I'd have been like 9, 10.
There you go.
Maybe we'll
Around
aim
10.
for that time period. To put them on in the morning. Basketball season is starting. Football. People are just.
Yeah. That's fine. Wednesday morning.
No, I'm being ridiculous. That is not why we're moving it, but I think that we'll put it in and we'll have something to listen to while you're on your way to work, riding in your car, background noise while you're working. And you can be a part of the conversation while you're getting ready to work, whatever. But we're going to move it to the morning instead of being 7 p.m. on Tuesday.
All right. So Wednesday mornings is when it's at. Look out for us Wednesday mornings.
For
your favorite
now.
podcast.
Your favorite. Uncle and Auntie, your favorite relatives. This is the relative show. All right. Okay. First story. Yeah.
Okay. Am I the a-hole for? It's from the Am I the a-hole?
Am I the a-hole? We love those.
We're reading Reddit stories. That's what we're doing today.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the a-hole for not supporting my ex-husband and his wife after their many years of infertility?
You know, I need this thought. I have to let this thought process out too, because I'm in a thoughtful mode this morning.
Okay.
All right, I'm in a thoughtful mode. Why do people have so many thoughts about being an a-hole towards somebody who it didn't work out with?
Well, it's because that person is presenting it to you. You're in a bubble with the society that you're living with. You're in a bubble. So a lot of times if everybody is like-minded in that circle and they're treating you like you did something wrong, you're like, I don't think I did, but did I? Because now I need outside perspective, people outside of my bubble.
Yeah,
and that's what happens. So people start treating you like you're the wrong one and you just need validation for
it's just too
if this is wrong or not.
often the ex, like, let the ex be the ex. Like the people who came over
kids.
talking about my ex, they got kids. Okay, okay, the kids, like, I understand, but remember the people was talking about cleaning up my ex-father-in-law's
right.
Man, come on, bro. You not getting none of that. Bye. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. I-30s have three children with my ex-husband, Nick, who's also in his 30s, age 13, 12, and 9. We separated later, divorcing, when our youngest was only 4 months old. We divorced because Nick confessed he didn't love me, and he married me because I was pregnant with our oldest. He had been unable to develop any real feelings for me and could not pretend any longer because he felt his unhappiness was growing by the day. I bring this up because I believe his lack of true feelings for me has led him to seeing me as unimportant and disposable to our kids. The reason I feel like this is because of his and his wife Haley's 30s treatment of me. We had been divorced for a number of weeks when Nick started bringing Haley to our kids' school events. We met at a school play and they commented that Haley was getting ready for her role as a new mom. I thought they meant she was pregnant, but no, they meant she would be mom to my kids.
Oh, Lord.
Haley wanted to hold my youngest, and Nick told me they needed some mother-son bonding because she had not met the kids by this point. Within weeks of this, they wanted me to delegate some tasks to Haley, like school pickup and drop off or taking the oldest to dance. My kids barely knew her. They were not living together at this point, and Nick told me it was important to make space for Haley as a mom. I told him she would be a stepmom, but
Right.
I am their mom. Nick's response was that at their house, Haley would be mom, and the kids could do with a mom and dad parental unit instead of divorced parents. He said he knew Haley would be a better mom than I ever could be.
Oh, Lord.
Afterward, Haley would call me a B word whenever she saw me because because I said she would be a stepmom and not a mom. She said I was so insecure if I couldn't handle taking second place to her. Nick took me back to court to ask for full or primary custody and was denied. I went back with proof they were trying to push me out. Nick even tried to remove me from the school contact list and put Haley on there instead of me. This was all before they married. Nick was removed from legal decision making after that stunt, and he was told to be careful with how they approached PT conferences and doctor's appointments because they had to share all that with me. So they did, but it came with hostility. And then when they finally got married, they booked a date that fell on my parenting time. After back and forth with the kids, the kids were not at their wedding because I was expected to give up a week with my kids and not get it back so they could be with them for the wedding and initially after the wedding. Nick tried to bring the courts into it to take custody from me, but the judge said I had been reasonable in my offers for compromise and Nick rejected them. The kids call her Haley. This bothers Nick and Haley, and they prefer me to the two of them, which they have tried to say is because of alienation and not because they put the kids in the middle when they try to encourage them to call Haley mom, or when they say the kids should tell me they want to spend Mother's Day with Haley and not me. Apparently, they were trying to have children together for several years. I'm not sure her diagnosis, but Nick said she's sterile and then said infertile?
Mm-hmm.
But they're not able to have biological children together. Nick told me all this via our co-parenting app and requested a month with the kids for them to go and visit Haley's family in Canada. I said no. Nick pushed and I forwarded the details of our parenting time split and the wording to say neither parent is obligated to give time up. I saw them in person last week at a show for my youngest. The kids didn't hug Haley and Nick, and Haley then accused me of not being supportive of them and Haley's relationship with the kids. And all of those years of infertility should have helped me find some compassion and understanding and make me willing to help them. I dismissed it. I don't feel like I owe them this. I just want to check if people think I have behaved improperly. Legally, I am A-OK. This is not asking for legal advice. Am I the a-hole?
I had so many thoughts, and they just was going like this, like, Lord.
Okay, go for it. All the thoughts.
Lord. So, first thought. This is in order that they happen.
Okay.
So don't judge me for my initial first thought.
Mm-hmm.
So, I personally believe that you don't need to have children with somebody before you get married to them. And I know sometimes that's going to happen if people aren't necessarily waiting to marriage, but there's too many ways to prevent a child from being born. And if you're not careful, then you need to just wait. I think it is irresponsible to lay down with somebody sexually that you do not like.
Right.
This man does not like her, and he did not like her, and she got pregnant. And it sounds like the old school saying of, hey, just do the right thing because she's pregnant with your child. Let's make her honest.
But then they had another
woman.
one right after, 13 and 12.
I understand that. I understand that, but we just talking about the beginning of how it started. It started out just wrong.
I agree with you, but then I'm like, if he felt like that,
he shouldn't have done it again. It must have been fantastic. Sidebar.
Byron.
But no, then you thinking, okay, we just gonna make it work. We're gonna hang in there. We'll just go ahead and get married. And now that we're married, we can just go ahead and have another one. I had a friend a while ago who got into that situation where it was just kind of like, well, we married, so, and his babies is popping out, and then they end up not together and then back together and whatever. Mm-hmm. But the whole point I'm trying to make is don't get started at all and then make that be your choice as a reason why you get married to begin with. Then you don't have this whole situation. Now, that was the first thought.
Okay.
Second thought was, no, you have zero obligation to make this person, especially before they were married, the mother of your kids, like giving up your time, giving up control, come pick them up, all this. I understand you,
I'm
girlfriend.
not putting her on the list to pick up my kids.
That's out of control.
I'm not doing that.
That's out of control. That's out of pocket. I don't know you.
And the kids barely know you.
Effectively, you kind of like the other woman.
Well, no, they were divorced.
I know, but still, like...
Weeks after their divorce, he stared bringing this woman around.
That's what I'm saying.
Clear
they was fooling around beforehand.
But this kid is 9 now.
And then the thing is, you're doing this, and then it's like, oh, I want you to call her mom. It's a lot of people, even with positive situations. This seems kind of toxic.
Right.
That don't call the mom as Mr. or Mrs. such and such.
Right.
They call them by their first name with a handle on it. I do not. And this is a problem for me. I don't like young kids calling grown folk by their first name.
Without
no handle.
moniker.
You always put a handle. Mm-hmm. It's Miss, Mr., Auntie, Uncle, something. Give me a nickname. Do not call me Byron.
Right.
If I'm 20, 30, 40 years older than you. Like, you can't call me Byron. No, you just cannot. It's disrespectful. Then, on the other side, now, if just to play, the advocate, on the other side, if the child was like, if it was one kid and they were like 2, and this other lady comes in, and then they actually are married, and they're splitting time, and the lady knows her, and this kid, it's 5 years later, is refusing to call the stepmother mom or just calling them by their first name. I understand mom is strong, but just call them by the first name. Then I'm like, okay, this kid is disrespectful because, like, them now. They've been a part of your life. They helping to raise you. Well, these kids are older.
For the 9-year-old, yes.
Yeah, but still.
She was 4 months old.
Yeah.
When they divorced, and so maybe a year.
Yeah.
So she probably was around that 2-year-old. But the thing is, you have siblings.
That's what I'm saying.
Who know for sure that that's not their mom.
It's older. You've been pretty much a lot of your life has been being raised under this other parent, and I get the whole 2-parent household thing. You can have 2 influences in a positive way without everybody necessarily being in the same home. Is it better for them to be in the same home with their biological parents? Sometimes, not all the time.
Not all the time. Sometimes
people are toxic
and they're better apart.
Yeah. So, and this goes back full circle.
Choosing the right.
Make smart decisions to begin with. If it's not working, you don't like this person.
Don't bring a kid, please. That's the worst thing. People try and save their relationship by bringing in a kid. Yeah. And that is the absolute worst thing.
That wasn't even to save the relationship situation. It doesn't sound like there was a relationship. It sounds like we was fooling around. She got pregnant, and because I'm going to try to be a quote-unquote good guy, now let's get married. We might as well do it.
But then they got another one on the heels of the other one. Literally.
But that was after marriage, though. You can excuse that to be like...
You don't like her.
Yeah, don't like her. So that was my thoughts. I'm like, this is...
Here are my thoughts.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nick is a jerk.
Yeah.
Okay. Big time. Okay, so fine. You reveal to her after, first of all, after the kid is at 4 months,
Crazy.
the woman is well within her postpartum period of like all kinds of things could be happening.
Bad timing.
So awful timing to talk about your happiness is moving by the day. Like, sir, go get some
That
therapy.
triggered a thought. I remember I had another one, but go ahead. Remind me of what
Go
you
ahead
said.
with your thought.
This is me gonna play advocate just to cause conversation though. So you finish up. And
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead.
So for you to say your unhappiness is growing by the second, and this is gonna sound terrible, but your unhappiness doesn't matter at this moment in time, because we have.
Care about your happiness?
Because you have a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 4-month-old. Mm-hmm. You gotta go get some therapy to figure out your unhappiness. Not coming to her and offloading on her and saying this isn't working for me right now. You gotta figure it. 4 months that's a baby, and then you have toddlers running around. You wildin'.
Yeah,
That's an awful time. Nobody's saying not to have a mental issue, but figure out how to deal with it responsibly.
Right.
And then to now bring, so let's just say a divorce takes a year. It could be quicker than that.
Could be.
But let's just say it takes a year.
But the custody battle is gonna take a second.
I'm just talking about so a year maybe, right? And so you're gonna bring this woman around and tell me that this woman's gonna be a better mom than I ever could be. Why are you being so mean?
Disrespectful.
Just be like, listen, I understand that you might be hurt and we have our history, but this is my new person right now.
Right.
And I would love to have her, bring her into the family so that we can be all a unit.
Right.
Don't be talking stuff like that.
Crazy.
Why do you think you're going to say something like that and get what you want?
No.
Like, you're not going to get what you want with saying something like, why would people come with the hardness instead of coming softer?
Yeah.
You left her, you abandoned her at a 4-month-old child.
Yeah.
And 2 toddlers, and then running around with this woman and parading her around and saying she's going to be, and then as a girlfriend, you brought her as a girlfriend, and then you want me to put her on the list for my kid?
Come on.
No.
Come on.
That ain't happening. She's too nice. This is my problem with the OP, the original poster. Baby, you need to get a backbone and say some things to put them in their place. Because you kind of let them continuously, like, he wants me to put her on the da-da-da, and I refuse. And I know you went back to court and you said what you needed to say in court on the parenting app and stuff, but you got to be like, this is unacceptable.
But then
they
try to go behind her back
and go to the court.
So it's like, I don't think she said what she was supposed to do, and she did it the right way.
She did it in the court. But I would be like, I am not putting her on the pickup list. And the thing about it is like, oh, she calling me a B word every time you see me.
Out of pocket.
You're not seeing me.
There it is.
We're not seeing each other. I'm gonna figure out where you at in the room, and I said until you be able to speak to me with respect, we're not in contact. Because and then to blame, and the kids don't like you. And the kids don't like you because, and I, knowing the person that I am, I would never talk bad about the woman to my children.
Right.
I'll probably tell my mom, I'll probably tell my sister, I'll probably tell my friend, but in front of them,
they don't like you. They just won't like you because they don't like you.
That's it. You need to be a better person. So stop putting it off on me. Mm-hmm. So no, my judgment is not the a-hole 100%. At all.
100%.
And why would I care about your infertility or fertility? I don't care either way. I don't care about you as a person.
You are the woman that this man left her for.
Correct.
Effectively.
How would you want me to interact with you?
Yeah, let me tell you something, man. And this is why I firmly believe that he had her before.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. Like, you got to really be a terrible person for somebody to leave you and go to nothing.
Right. Just be like, I'm out.
I don't know if anybody has broken up with somebody before, but to leave somebody I can speak for a man. I need to get out of this situation. Yeah. It has to be bad.
Right.
And like I said, I can only speak for men in the situation I've seen and experienced, but very rarely was it man, I can't do this.
Right.
It was always somebody else that then came around and showed you this other side. It kind of be like, It may not even be a situation where you dated the other person, but it's kind of like, dang, man, now I can see how bad this over here sucks.
Right.
Because like, oh man, dealing with, you know what I'm saying? It's always something that's going to trigger, because I'm like, if you, don't nobody want to just be by themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you just really want to be by yourself. So you're not going to be by yourself. Just like, you know what? I'm breaking up with this person because I'm done with it. And then, oh, I just met this young lady at the coffee shop. You know, like, that's not real. This was a situation where this young lady was slowly encroaching. And maybe not even slowly. And he woke up one day and was like, my life would be so much better if I had this other woman. And the thing is, most men that I know are fairly logical when it comes to stuff like family and kids and stuff like that. So there's opportunity costs. We're going to sit here and be like, man, I got this kid, I got another kid, and I got this infant. Like, let me just tough this thing out. So a man like that, if he really didn't have any other options and just kind of wanted to sneak out, he'd probably cheat at first. You know, and just kind of had, I mean, he did.
I think the woman put the pressure, it's my story that I made up. The woman put the pressure on him, like, I want to be married to you.
Yeah, it was something. It was something like that, most likely.
What quality of woman is going
She's going to be a better mom.
Is going to see that you have a family and a 4-month-old child.
4-month-old wobbly
and
neck.
think that things are going to work out with me.
Can't even keep his head up.
Dumb woman. That's a dumb woman. It's a bad person and a dumb person the same time. Because in what world, that's a good man? He left her for me and she's pregnant. He's an awful man, and you're an awful woman for wanting something like that. Because so y'all deserve each other.
I'm looking at
whatever
like
fate that y'all have is what the kids don't like y'all. You're not having the baby. All of those things are results because you well, maybe not the infertility. We don't know about that, but definitely the kids not showing that they love you. That's
might not be a good nice person. Kids be knowing, man. They go to people. They be knowing sometime, and they don't have those. They don't have those rules and structures set up inside of their minds to basically be fake.
But the thing is, like, you can't demand respect.
No.
It's earned. No. And you can't demand love either. No. So when she comes in there like, I want to pick her up, I want to pick up, those are things that you ease into. You know, and then the kids,
I'm going
but not even right away.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Like when I get married, I'm gonna be put on the list because I'm now part of the unit. You don't just come weeks into meeting you. Okay, we need her to. I need you to give up some responsibilities so she can block XYZ. No, ma'am. No.
I'm gonna say this. This was the thought that I had. Just because of the nature of the internet these days and how things have been, I wonder or question how the comments would have been if the genders were reversed.
Well, if the genders were reversed, it would be a major issue because she had a 4-month-old and left her husband and doesn't have... But
the reason... Here's what I'm saying. The reason behind it looks awful for a man. I left because I wasn't happy.
It looks awful for any person.
I know.
At the time, you can leave for whatever reason in a relationship. I'm talking about the timing of this woman giving birth after 4 months of this child being in her hand and 2 other children running around. Anybody leaving at this point, unless it's abuse or you're in serious danger,
it's bad.
It's bad.
So you're being logical and reasonable, but I'm talking about how the internet talks. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Ridiculous.
How they'll sit back and they'll be like, you know, championing. You know, I've seen a lot of posts of people being like women, not people, being like
not people, huh?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying people. Like I can't say men and women. It's not people. It's not everybody. It's women posting this. I've seen posts where they were like, you know, I had this guy, and he was perfect.
Oh, they get eaten up in the comments. I don't know what you're talking about. That women support them. Women eat them up in the comments.
Okay, I guess.
They get both.
I think there's been
There's been support for those women. Like, yes, I understand. The thing is,
I just wasn't happy.
And that's okay too, though. To me, that's okay. Like, if you're with someone and they're just not your person,
right?
Even if there's nothing wrong with that person, if they're just not your person, they're not your person,
right?
Shouldn't just stay with someone because they're a good guy, but they're just not your person.
Yeah.
Or the woman is like, and it doesn't have to make sense.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, this man, it's the timing of his situation.
I know, and it's also the wickedness.
What do you mean?
He's being wicked. This woman's gonna be a better woman.
Oh yeah, that part. Yeah, for sure.
I want full custody of the kids.
Sure. Yeah.
Sir.
No, I get it. No,
like,
that part is out of pocket. But I was just talking like, I think it adds to a level of ridiculousness for a man, because it's kind of like, bro, handle your responsibilities. You don't leave. You hang in there. You take it. This is how you, the
thing is, if he chose to leave, there would have never been a good timing with these kids being young. I get that. But it's the 4-month part and then the saying of the words.
Can't say the word.
The words that he said.
You can't say the words.
All right. So
what
judgment was not the a-hole at all.
100%.
Your ex-husband is out of his mind, and so is his wife. She's sterile. Sucks for her. That has nothing to do with you. Not your fault. Nothing you can do. Those are your children. She's not their mother. Pete, these people need mental help. And then someone says the truly disgusting part is that he really thinks OP is just that disposable. He hates her for literally no reason at all, instead of putting the kids first. Then someone responded and said, I wonder if he always knew Haley couldn't have kids, and the well-timed divorce was when OP was usefulness ended. Because I'm not buying she being on school functions merely weeks later unless they were already an item before the divorce.
Come on.
And this person says, I agree. If Haley wants so much to be a mom, she can adopt or use a surrogate. But pushing the kid's mom out of the picture is completely out of order, and it's delusional to think that you can behave like this and expect compassion. Not the a-hole.
Plot twist, he had a vasectomy.
Tap. All right, next. This is also from the subreddit, Am I the a-hole? Okay. Am I the a-hole for looking out for my niece?
No.
33 female, have 2 brothers, Seth 32 and Terry 29. Seth is, how should I put this, immature when it comes to sensitive subjects. For example, when our dog died when we were kids, first thing he said while everyone was crying was, I'll lead the sermon. Terry and his wife, Sarah, 29, just had a baby a few days ago. Baby Nora is 7 weeks premature, weighing 4 pounds and 3 ounces. Sarah and Noah had to stay a couple extra days because one of Nora's ears is underdeveloped, already displaying hearing problems, and was jaundiced. Meanwhile, Seth being asking when he could stop by and see the baby, completely ignoring her condition. Sarah and Nora were cleared to go home today. Instead of being reasonable and asking if it was okay, Seth immediately invited himself over to see the baby. I'll be over later. I told him not to go and let Sarah and Terry get home and begin adjusting to parenthood. They had a grueling few days with complications, not to mention Nora is a preemie and really shouldn't be around other people as of yet. All. I told Seth to be respectful and wait until Terry invites him over instead of inviting himself. Seth made the argument that he's going out of town and just wants to be the fun uncle and spend time with the baby.
No.
I said, that's nice, but she's not going anywhere. Give it
a few weeks. She won't even remember you, sir.
When she's stronger. Let Sarah and Terry rest and let Nora get comfortable in her new home.
Right.
Seth said I was being a bee about this. Am I the a-hole for looking out for my baby niece?
Oh my gosh. No. Why is this even a question? First of all, the parents should be the one even fighting this battle. You're not even.
But the thing is, the parents may not even be of the mind to fight a battle.
Yeah. But the thing is, the answer is no. Just no. I was thinking you talking about protecting your niece. Something we was talking about some older kids that was really in some weird situation. This is a baby, and a premature baby, and those preemies sometimes. Not sometimes, all the time, are delicate.
Yes.
You can't no, just no. And he sound like he out of pocket just in general from the way that you're describing him. That means I don't want you holding the baby. I don't want you around like that because I don't even know who you've been around. Like, no, that's just a no. No.
I think it's important to really, for me to go back, I want to go back to the thing I said. I said the parents don't even, for me, because we've been through this, to know that I don't have time to deal with Seth and his immaturity. I'm worried about this baby. This tiny little baby that can't help itself. You want this baby to be fine.
Right.
And when you hear that there's complications, every time you go, when you're pregnant, every time you go to the doctor, you're waiting for that heartbeat.
Yep.
Okay, and you're waiting for them to say everything looks fine, and then you breathe a sigh of relief, and then okay, everything's cool. And then to now give birth prematurely, and then to them to tell you, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. She's jaundiced, so she's gonna have to go on the line. That's a whole
thing.
Like, you're like this every minute of the day because you're like, this baby needs to be okay.
Yeah.
So you're fragile.
Yeah.
You don't care about what's going on with the world.
Right.
I'm not there to deal with Seth and his stupidness.
Ridiculous.
Right? So you're just like, okay. And then the drive home, when they finally get to say, the baby's good enough. You think that that's never going to happen, first of all, that for them to say that this baby can come home. And then they finally say that you put this tiny little nugget of a baby into the seat. You drive slowly home, trying to get home. You're just trying to get home. And then the next day you have to go to the doctor, which is ridiculous. But you're not focused on anything else but the baby and each other.
Kid.
Like, we need to be there for each other, and we need to take care of this tiny little baby that we could have not had. So Seth is completely out of his mind, like not thinking of that, right? So he's like, I want to come over. I'm not even thinking about
some of those kids. You're not even out of the woods for a while.
A baby born at full, healthy, completely fine. A lot of times people are like, we're not ready for them to see people like 30 days. Like, let the baby be acclimatized to the environment and stuff like that.
We didn't see our friend's kids for about a year.
Well,
after
change the world.
I know, but this is after COVID, right? This isn't brand new. I mean, this is
12 hours. So yeah, 13 hours.
This is brand new. So
yeah.
Thing is, I already told him, like, when they had the kid, I was like, look, send a picture. I said, I had the baby. We won't see y'all for the rest of the year. And I'm just already got that made up in my mind. Like, I'm not going over there because I know how it is. I know how people are. I know how I was. It's like, you're not coming around. Can I hold? No, you can't hold her. No. What are you saying?
And his priorities are off.
Bruh,
like,
trying to be the fun uncle. The kid won't even remember you. They're not going to even know you.
I love the enthusiasm. That's great.
We need that when you're 6.
The support and the enthusiasm is fantastic. The insensitivity of, I'm going to come over today. The baby's coming home today. I'm coming home today. Whoa. Wait a minute.
I get the excitement. I get it. Is this just the first granddaughter? Like, they sound like the first one in their family.
The first, probably the first niece, nephew, whatever, first baby. But my thing is that I think there was nothing wrong with what she said. People are saying in the comments that it's the parents' place to do that. But y'all don't realize the parents aren't even thinking. I put myself in the situation. I'm not even considering your words right now. Right. I'm trying to get this baby home. So
crazy word.
Yeah. Comments. Not the a-hole, but you may as well give Terry and Sarah a heads up about Seth's plans to visit.
Yes. Please.
But he already said, I'll be over. He said it. You don't need to do that. He said to the group chat. Newborns don't appreciate fun uncles.
That part. That's why I said, give that 5-6 years. Give that 5-6 years. We're not
3, 4, 2, even. That's all good. You can get connected at 2, 3, even
but
1.
I'm talking about to be the quote unquote fun uncle. We can actually do something. I'm not letting you take my premature kid at 2 and 1 years old anywhere. Fun it up. Fun uncle. Like, no.
But it's the baby's parents' job to slam the door in his face.
True, but no.
But somebody says, "Oh, please keep protecting your new niece."
Indeed. But sometimes, like I said, their minds aren't there. Sometimes parents be stupid. Let's just be honest. Like, sometimes parents are not the smartest, and you gotta be smart for them, because it's like, nah, I don't need to come over right now, because
Someone said, "Not the a-hole. Send him a link with information about preemie babies. He's risking her health." Now, there is a way to do it where it is safer, where you can, obviously wash your hands, wash everything, wear a mask, hold the baby, just come for a little bit, because sometimes the mom and the dad, they need, like, especially the mom may need the extra support. So if you have been, you're not looking to be a fun uncle, but if you've been a mom already, or if you've been you're somebody who's been taking care of babies before, sometimes people need that,
right?
Because they need, okay, I'm gonna hold your baby for you while you go take a shower. I'm gonna watch the baby. You know what I'm saying? So that you guys feel like it. So some people bring over a doula or a nurse that comes and stays with them for a little bit throughout the day, 8 hours or so, to help support in the first few weeks, so that the transition is smooth. Those are things that are fine. But if you're coming with the intention of, I'm going to do fun stuff, like, this baby's literally just been born and is premature with a whole lot of complications. So no.
Yeah, no.
So that's it for that story.
He's insane.
That was an easy one for you to be like, nah, no, not the a-hole.
Story 3.
All right, here we go. Am I the a-hole for refusing to split my inheritance with my boyfriend because he thinks we're a team?
We've been here before. The answer is no, we ain't splitting nothing. Inheritance is one thing. You talking about, bro. All right, go ahead. Let me stop.
So my grandfather passed away recently and left me around $30,000. $30,000. 27 female. I was close with him, and I plan to use the money responsibly, mostly savings and paying off debt. My boyfriend, 29 male, and I have been together 2 years, not living together or anything, not living together yet. But when we found out about the inheritance, his first reaction was, "That's awesome. We can finally go on that Europe trip." I told him we're not spending it, and he looked at me like I'd committed treason. He keeps saying things like, "I thought we were a team, and money shouldn't be a secret between partners." I reminded him we're not even engaged, and he said, "Wow, so you're
really?
so it's your money, not ours."
Yeah, we don't. Do they live together? She said,
"No."
Okay, I need you to have a nice day, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, that's literally how inheritance works. He's now being cold and distant, saying I showed my true colors. Am I the a-hole for refusing to share something that was meant for him? For not sharing? Am I the a-hole for refusing to share something that was meant for me?
Please have a nice day, sir. What are you saying? What are you even saying? Bruh, the audacity to think that somebody else's family member dies and you like, yeah, I'm going to get half of this. What? No way. No way. There's no way anybody who is a reasonable individual could possibly think that I'm gonna get somebody died. We not married. We dating. 2 years is a good amount of time, but we're dating. Somebody
but to also
dies
spend
and you
it
want to be
though.
like,
To be like,
yeah, we can go on this Europe trip. This is what we finna do. Blow the whole thing in one month. We're gonna go over there for a month. Quit your job, girl. We made it. No. And the thing is, it's not even like we're not even talking about millions and millions of dollars. We talking about $30,000, and that's not a drop in the bucket for for most people. That's a pretty good amount. But I'm not blowing that on a vacation one time and then saying
I might though, but
it's gonna be my decision. Yes. But the answer is no. I'm not doing that unless you're good to be like, hey, we don't even need the money. It's just extra, and I'm already well off. I'm not blowing $30,000. Huh?
I don't think he meant to blow the whole thing. He was just saying we could go on a trip.
I know,
and spend some of it, but you can't. Even if you go back, I'd be like, oh, okay, what are you gonna do with the money? Like, that's a conversation.
His first
thought, but in his mind, he's like, it's our money. His
first thought. Well, I'll say this, right? if there had been constant conversation about this trip, and it's like, we don't have the money, we're gonna save it for that one day. Like if there was a goal of that, and he's like, okay, we could finally do it, and then she's like, nah, we're not spending none of it. But we've been talking about going on this trip for the last 18 months.
But this money is to pay off our debt.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah, but that's what her answer would be.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I could see his thought process if it had been an ongoing conversation where they were saving money, and then this windfall comes in. It's like, yeah, like we could finally do that, and she's like, no, and it's like, what do you mean, no? We've been talking about,
and then he has to say, all right.
Right, but I'm just saying that's the only way I could see his thought process being even what it was, if it was kind of like and not just like, hey, great, now we can take this. No, we ain't going on vacation.
Wow, so it's your money, not ours.
That
lets you know. Yeah. Where he said, wow, so it's your money, not ours. Yes, sir. Because
no, it is not. Both of y'all. It's just hers.
First of all, inheritance. Even if you're married, and one person gets an inheritance from it's still that one person.
That one person's. Now it will be a little bit different if you're married. And
no, that's what they say. They say that it's.
No. I'm saying like it would be
for him to be like, okay. Because if you treat everything like ours, yeah.
It was our. It was our. What you call it? Yesterday, it was our. This is our car. It's our house. And all of a sudden, it's your money, and we don't. Right. All right, man. I thought we was all paying bills here. What are we doing?
Right.
Yeah. There's levels to it. Being a boyfriend for that long, I would imagine you all have had conversations about it. I think you need to calm down, because I think, like I said,
I honestly think this is breakup worthy.
Yeah, it's kind of done for him to be like how he's continuing to act.
It's breakup worthy to me because he's being distant and cold and saying I showed my true colors. If that's
what does that even
mean? Showed your true colors, first of all, sir.
Yeah,
you're the one whose colors are showing. But yeah, to me it would be breakup worthy or a full. Honestly, I would be.
It's the turn off.
Thinking about breaking up.
It's a huge turn off.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think that, like I said, if he the original comment comes out like, oh, we can take a trip, and she's like, no. After she says no, it's done. Like, you got to kill that noise. Mm-hmm. You can't be like, okay, you're an awful person now because you won't blow this money. For him to think that it's their money together, right? When they don't live together, they don't have any joint bank accounts. They don't, all the things are not kids, there. So no
what's
engagement.
Happening?
She had a valid thing.
We're
like
not
we're not even engaged. Like, it was there.
What are we talking about?
Whew. Yeah. Ain't no we, as they say. Ain't no we. It's just you and me.
Someone says, I think he showed his true colors instead. Exactly. He just exposed himself.
Right.
Dude saw dollar signs and forgot y'all ain't even living together.
Bruh.
And if she doesn't leave now, it's only going to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right. That's it.
I have another story if you want.
Oh, we can wrap up for it. We'll save it for the next time. There'll be other times. Yeah. I just want to say for today, the audacity. That's been the thing. I'm just like, what is happening here?
It's the audacity.
It's the audacity. Like, what is happening? How dare you put demands on me of this capacity?
They say audacity must be on sale.
Yeah,
but it's
not
free.
even on sale. It's free.
It's free. Audacity must be
must
be free. Must be coupons.
They are buy one get one.
Right.
Buy one get 10 free on this. No. That's what the answer has been consistently. That's what it continues to be. Folks, do this for me. Continue to be a part of this journey. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We appreciate it. We appreciate you, every one of you who gives those thumbs up, watching it, comment, and just all of it. Definitely appreciate it, and the kind words that are said outside of visibility. Appreciate that. That being said, I want you all to have a fantastic day, night, evening, morning, whatever. Goodbye.
Bye.